Clubs are very much in the swing of pre-season training at the moment. We've had the draft, we've had the rookie draft, and this is one of the great stories. We're really excited to talk to Charlie Parker from the Western Bulldogs this morning. Pick number 17 in the rookie draft. Just a good story about putting your head down, working hard, and eventually getting your opportunity when it comes. Charlie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
A few weeks into the system now at the Dogs. How have you found it?
Yeah, I've been loving it so far. You can sort of see from the media on what sort of the club's perceived as. It's very much a family club and all that. But once you step into that environment, it really is what you see. Everyone's very, very welcoming, not only the players but also the staff. And yeah, it's just a really lovely place to be so far.
Other than obviously what you'd seen on the TV, watching and all that sort of stuff, but did you know a lot about the Bulldogs? Like, was your perception maybe different or in any way to what it is now that you're actually there?
Not too. If anything, I'm more surprised that you see things in the media, and sometimes media can a bit of sugarcoating on it and all that, but you get there and everyone's face value and everyone's absolutely lovely. So I'm probably surprised at how real it actually is, and it's. They're not just putting it on or anything. It really is a great place to be.
Charlie, a few years back, you probably thought we'd be talking cricket with you. You were a highly regarded cricketer who played in England when you were 18. Take us through your cricket journey.
Yeah, so year 12, I didn't play any footy, and the year after year 12, I took a gap year and was off to England for 6 months playing cricket over in Derbyshire. So just playing village cricket over there, which was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience living on my own as an 18-year-old, living out of home.
That's a great move.
Yeah, just learning all sort of the life skills that you can't really just turn to mum and dad anymore. It's just sort of time to make my own decisions and all that. And yeah, other side of the world as well, not knowing anyone. So great experience, and yeah, absolutely love that, and memories and friends that I'll cherish for a long, long time. But yeah, then I just came back from England and was just playing in second and first grade at Sturt in Adelaide, and playing a bit of Div 1 amateur league footy for Adelaide Uni. And yeah, it just got to a point where I wasn't really enjoying my cricket anymore, and my coach at Adelaide Uni told me that I should give SNFL a go and give it a crack, and he got me a pre-season trial at Sturt 12 months ago, and got kept on just before Christmas, which was good. And yeah, from there just played a few games, and here we are.
You owe him a beer.
Oh, yeah.
Great little bit of advice.
That's for sure.
And then what happened, like Sandford, you adapted, played how many games? 16, 17 games. What was that like straight away? You felt like you got into rhythm and football became your priority?
Yeah, exactly right. I wasn't playing cricket anymore, so I could just focus on playing for Sturt and trying to play league footy, and a bit of history, family playing at Sturt, so I wasn't just doing it for myself. I sort of wanted to see if I could follow my dad and uncle's footsteps and try and play league football. So the goal for me last year was firstly just to get on Sturt's list, and then from there, if I was lucky enough to play one game of league football, I would have been ecstatic. So yeah, from there it was just sort of give it all you got. If I was at Sturt for 2 years and just played reserves, I'd be happy either way. Just as long as I gave it a go and just see what I could do. But yeah, I played 3 reserves games at the start of the season, and then got my opportunity in the league side and played 9 games there before breaking my collarbone, which finished my season off there.
Marty Mattner was the coach, so he knows a fair bit about the AFL. I gather he was a big influence. Yeah,
absolutely, and it was really good having Marty there. Kind of see the role that I was playing at Sturt. It was pretty similar to what he played in his early days of football, and hopefully I think there's a bit of similarities between himself and I in the way we play, where we're both running sort of wing, long kicks, and he ended up playing a lot more halfback in his career, but I sort of played a bit of halfback myself, so similarities, and the way we play and all that. So it was really good to be able to learn from him and just learn structures and just learn sort of the smarts of the game. He's a very switched on bloke and understands the game of football really well. But yeah, he just sort of, sometimes you can get in those systems and just get caught up in following structures and not sort of playing your own game. But it was really nice that he sort of gave me freedom to kind of run and carry the ball and kick long. So he got that balance really well.
Charlie Parker from the Western Bulldogs joining us here on the Summer Breakfast Club. So Charlie, we've followed your story from playing cricket overseas, then you start playing footy. You're in the SANFL with Sturt and working with Marty Mattner. When does it get serious, though? When is there the first contact to you directly or to the club or your manager? When did you start to think that this might actually be something?
To be honest, I didn't think even up to the Friday or the Thursday of the national draft, I really didn't think that I was a chance at all. I spoke with the Bulldogs throughout the year, and I just thought they were just showing interest and just getting to know me. So I really didn't think there was much chance at all. And the whole time I just thought there was maybe a 5% chance, and I'll watch the draft with a little bit of interest and see what happens. But yeah, the whole time I didn't really think anything would come of it. And yeah, then I got a call from one of the recruiters Thursday night saying, "We'll take you first thing tomorrow in the rookie." And fair to say I couldn't sleep that night. And that's when it kind of hit me, this is actually happening.
Do you remember where you were when you took that phone call? Because it's a life-changing phone call. I was just at home. So I'd watched the national draft that night. It was just Mum and I at home. And it just all sort of wrapped up, and then they called and I was just in my room. And they just said, "Oh, don't tell anyone, keep it pretty quiet. We just want to make sure it gets through tomorrow." I didn't even tell any family members or anything. And
wow.
Kept it real quiet. But it was a weird moment the next morning because the rookie draft didn't start till 2, but I had a nice morning where I could sit there and reflect and realise that, my life's going to change in a couple of hours, and I was the only one that knew that. No one around me did, so I could kind of sit and reflect and enjoy that moment to myself. And then, around 2:30 the phone kind of started going off, and yeah.
You had a pretty handy training partner while you were back in Adelaide, Brodie Grundy, and you were hitting the pavement.
Yeah, Brodie's an Adelaide boy, and funnily enough, we went to the same school. He was obviously a couple of years above me. But yeah, he was in Adelaide training with Ash Johnson, another Sturt boy, and I was at the club a lot, and I think I knew Ash quite well, and I'd spoken to Brodie a few times, but yeah, he invited me out to a few of their sessions, and I joined him with their running, which was really good. And it was interesting. I was talking to him about Melbourne and all this sort of stuff, but I didn't think that in a couple of weeks I'd be living there and all that. So he was a really good help. He's a lovely guy and very down to earth and switched on. So we already planned to do some running back home in Adelaide in the off season, which will be good.
So what's Luke Beveridge said to you, the genius coach? What does he say to a rookie who's just walked in the door a couple of weeks in?
Yeah, he's been really good. He's quite a calming and very well-spoken person. He sort of just said to me, "Look, you've got this opportunity." He said, the beauty about the rookie list now is that there's no sort of, you have to be on the main list to play. Rookies can play. So he said, "Look, you've made an AFL list. You can play AFL footy. So, just kind of keep working hard. Just keep using your strengths, and you never know, an opportunity might come up." Like, they've obviously picked me for a reason, and they think that I've got attributes that could be helpful at AFL level. So yeah, he's just been really good with just with that. And yeah, he's a very calming and very easy person to talk to.
Yours is an outstanding story, Charlie, and it's why the rookie draft is there. Some clubs can kind of play around with it and do some funny buggers with it, but the rookie draft is there for people like you to get their opportunities, and we hope it goes really well. Thanks for chatting to us this morning, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the call.
Charlie Parker from the Western Bulldogs. That's that's unique.
Well, that's what my club does. We find great stories and great people. How good. Go to cricket, play cricket in England for a year, come back a couple of years later. Oh, yeah, maybe footy. Bang. Bulldogs.